Hi, good morning. My name is Assistant Chief Michael Kemper. I'm the Commanding Officer of Patrol Borough, Brooklyn South. Last night at about 10:40 p.m., patrol officers from the 70th Precinct responded to this location behind me, 358 East 17th Street, in regard to a child that was bleeding heavily. When the officers arrived here, they went to an apartment on the first floor, and they encountered a child with multiple wounds to his body, bleeding heavily. He was mauled and attacked by a family dog. It was a Rottweiler. The child was removed to Maimonides Hospital, and unfortunately, the child was pronounced deceased shortly thereafter. The dog was contained. The dog was removed by emergency services to an animal and care control center in Manhattan, and the two other children that were in the apartment are safe with no injuries sustained.
What is the status of the parents?
So they were left in the care of their father. The father was not home. There were three children in the apartment by themselves. There was an 11-year-old, a 9-year-old, and the child who's deceased, who was 1.5 years old. The father, at this point in the investigation, it looks like the father left the children in the apartment unattended by themselves.
To see something like this, how does that make you feel?
It's horrible, and you could imagine the responding officers, what they encountered. It's a terrible situation for them, and certainly for the family that's affected by this tragedy.
Do you know the sexes of the children? I know it was a boy, the siblings.
As far as I know, the deceased 1.5-year-old is a male. I know there was another male. I'm not sure of the third, but the ages are 11, 9, and 1.5.
What's the status of the mother?
The mother, from what we understand right now, the mother of the children left the children in the care of the father. They're not together.
Is there history with this dog at all? We heard that maybe one of the other children had been injured previously by the dog.
So this guy has to be confirmed. I'm hearing the same, that the child was, not that child, but the dog did bite someone maybe a year or two ago. I just want to say right now, detectives from the 70th Precinct and also from the Brooklyn South Homicide Squad are fully engaged in this investigation. It's very active, as you can see right now, pending a search warrant for the apartment. And we're working with the Kings County DA's office right now in relation to charges.
Do you have any idea about charges or when those could come down?
I would forecast sometime later today, but like I said, charges are pending.
The parents did not live in the same house. Was this the father or the mother's home?
This is this apartment here is connected to the father. It's the father's parents' house, so the children's grandparents' house, who were not home. They're away. They're out of the country.
Do we know where the father was? Was he at work or was he just out?
We believe he left them unattended to go to work.
Some people are saying that the kids ran out. They didn't even make calls. They ran out just to get someone off the street to help them. Is that how this all?
Yeah, how it all came about is 911 was called, as I opened up, for a child bleeding very heavily.
And did we heard maybe a super stepped in to try to help? Did you hear anything about that?
No. It wouldn't surprise me. Again, this is a horrific scene, a terrible, terrible tragedy. I can't imagine what the family is going through, and my condolences go out to the family. And let's not forget about the police officers that responded here, that came upon this scene and did everything they could to save this child.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.